Okay, thank you everyone. I am SBDWolf, as I was just introduced, and this is The Lion King. This is a Super Nintendo game that was made at the same time that the movie was being made. And as a consequence, there's a few interesting things that I'll be kind of talking about as I go. Before I start, difficulty we're going to be playing on is easy. There's not much that changes between the various difficulties. It's just lives and continues and the amount of hits that certain enemies take. Other than that, the game is exactly the same. And I'm not going to delay this any further, so I'm going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, this is level 1, dubbed the Reset Lens by me, because there's a lot of difficult movements in this level, including this pixel perfect jump. There we go, first try. We're gonna pick up that bug over there, which increases my max life. You wouldn't pick that up for world record attempts, but for extra safety, this is very good because there's a lot of situations where otherwise would be a very low health. In particular, one spot later on is cool. That ledge kit right there actually allows me to skip that cutscene that you didn't see, obviously, because I skipped it. It saves about 7 seconds. And this is level 2, Can't Wait to Be King. For people who have played this game, this level is probably quite infamous, particularly the last monkey puzzle. So you essentially, the idea behind this level is that you can get launched by a rhino, and then you get tossed around by different monkeys, and you gotta figure out the right combination of the directions that the pink monkeys face to get you over. Now, they made the last puzzle coming up pretty complex, and according to, there's an interview on YouTube to the creative director of this game, Louis Castle, where he basically talks a lot about the design decisions behind this game. There was a frame perfect jump there, but I missed it. And apparently, according to that, the reason why this level is so difficult is because at the time, Disney had a policy. They were trying to fight against rentals. They didn't like rental places, the fact that people, you know, could just rent video games instead of buying them, so that was less money that was getting into their pocket. And so what they wanted to do was make it so that their games were difficult enough so that they couldn't be beaten during a rental period. And so the idea was that hopefully that would encourage people to actually buy the game if they wanted to beat it. And they apparently, Westwood Studios, who developed this game, had a demo ready. They showed it to Disney and they said, this is not difficult enough. You need to make the early game a little bit more difficult. And what they decided to do was make this puzzle a lot more difficult than it originally was. So that's kind of the story behind this level, how it came to be. We're gonna ruin this. Right. And yeah, that's just kind of that. We're just getting tossed around by monkeys here. It's gonna be a while, so if you have one quick donation or match, this is a pretty good time.
Yeah, lovely. I do in fact have a couple, so here's one. There's $15 from AlkSafe with no comment that are all going towards the Klingon run on the Duolingo run tomorrow, which is gonna be super duper hype. So yeah, if you're wondering, can Duolingo be speedrun? The answer is yes, and Congruence will show you that tomorrow. But yeah, get those donations in so we can meet that incentive and get an extra language learning, a little bit of extra language learning done during that. But yeah, back to you, SBD.
Thank you. All right, this is the 11 Graveyard. Pretty... Okay, I shouldn't say linear level, but there isn't anything too special going on in this level. It's just a lot of pretty linear, pretty linear movement, I guess, after all. That's kind of the story behind this game. The movement is relatively simple, but being able to do everything in one smooth motion results in that is obviously pretty smooth. One interesting factor about this level is that there is a way. Now this level forces you to kind of go all the way around, so you go left, then down, and then to the top of the level, and then back to the left. There is actually a way to get to the top and to the left early. And there... Ooh, I almost fell. Hang on. Alright, we're through. There is a way, actually, to get up here early, and you'd think that you'd be able to beat this level sooner that way. But the reason why that isn't done is because I guess the developers kind of knew or figured And so it's actually programmed in such a way that these hyenas that you're fighting here at the end don't actually spawn unless you specifically hit a trigger that is next to the geysers in the bottom right of the level. So if you get up here early, it's just nothing happens. You can't go to the end of the level. So this stage has 5 frame perfect tricks. It's sub-pixel dependent, yada 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 if you have donations.
I do. Well, that was a lovely pass. I do, in fact, have donations. So we have, first of all, $15 from Anonymous. They're requesting that the Plum video is played again sometime today, and I leave that to the hands of tech to do what they so desire with. But that donation's going towards the Dragon Age Inquisition any percent, the Inquisitor name incentive, and the option here is Joshima's. So, of course, I feel like that's an obvious choice. If you like that, put some more money towards it by donating now. Otherwise, we also have $25. I can continue reading, of course. We have $25 from Base Guy saying, "Good luck on your run, SBDWolf. I'm sure Ahmad is eating some pineapple pizza in your honor right now." Well, let's find out if that's actually the case. SBD, back to you.
Thank you. Yeah, this level is almost over now. Now, in all seriousness, the next level is really hard. The task is even more ridiculous than this level. There's basically a way to clip through corners, and we're going down into this level, so clipping saves a lot of time. We're going for 2 clips here, and they're both frame perfect. So, on top of that, there's RNG falling boulders. If I get hit here in particular... Okay, if this time... Cool. Yeah, there's that spot. If you get hit by a falling boulder there, you're literally just dead and there's nothing you can do, and you have to redo the level. Pretty fun. Alright, first clip is coming up here. Need to hold the B button for exactly 4 frames. Got it. Now we're gonna get the checkpoint for safety and go for the second clip. This is harder. Got it. First try. Yeah, so that's frame perfect. There is an even harder method that saves 2 seconds, which requires timing still a frame perfect input, but on top of that, you need to hold the B button for exactly 1 frame. That's basically the world record strat. All right, Hakuna Matata. You might not recognize this area from the movie, and that's because apparently, still according to the interview to Luis Castle, in the movie, there was supposed to be a whole scene detailing Simba's growth into an adult, so it wasn't supposed to be kind of a jump cut, I suppose. And then that got cut from the movie, and it just got kept in the game. So there it is. There's also an interesting enemy here coming up. This ape. Apparently this was going to be in the movie at some point too. Okay, there's a 2-frame window here. Got it. Damage boost, which allows me to hit this ape a little bit earlier. Get up here early as well. I have 2 HP. This is okay. 1 more hit. And we're good. Not bad. Rolling down this ledge also reduces lag, because this ground falling animation causes more lag, so the camera being farther down actually means that you get to watch that less. And now we're an adult. Simba has now gained the ability to slash. So there's a few consequences of that. First of all, we can attack enemies with it. But the other interesting mechanic about slashing is that when you slash in midair, you lose a few frames, but if you slash within a timing during your jump, you actually gain a bit of height. And that's kind of the story behind this stage in particular. There's a lot of ledges that you can either skip the ledge grabbing animation on, or just straight up reach ledges that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. So there's a lot of instances of that throughout this. Okay, a bit of a glitch kill there. I'll go in a bit more detail in stage 9. But the glitch kill's purpose is to be able to grab this cheetah. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't explained that. Those are cheetah spawners. You're supposed to kind of kill all the cheetahs that spawn very slowly. And then Rafiki comes up and you're allowed to go through. But if you stun a cheetah and then use a grab move, which is another move that Simba gained, you can clip through. And that's an instance of a ledge that you normally wouldn't be able to get otherwise. That's called boulder skip, probably the most difficult part of the level. There's just 2 slashes that you have to do within specific timings. That was the level, and the next up is another level that was going to be in the movie and then got scrapped. This is a volcano level. This one has a skip. Pretty good. Cool. This one was found in 2018, so it's basically the most recent major skip in the game. And then these guys are RNG. There we go. We got the best RNG, of course. We were just talking in the practice room how all the bad RNG that I was getting in the practice room was just going to set up for this. All right. So we're just waiting around for these geysers to erupt 5 times. And there's a bit of a trick to this. If you wait in a certain way before entering this room, you can actually make it so that the second eruption is random. And if the second eruption is the leftmost geyser, then they're going to all erupt in order. And since the trigger for this stage to end is for the leftmost geyser to erupt 5 times, you can actually save cycles. So getting this leftmost geyser to erupt second just saved me 7 seconds. Other than that, we're just waiting.
I can jump in for a quick message if you'd like.
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you all for raising $13,165 so far. If we raise $20,000 before the second milestone run of tomorrow, we'll be able to get some more shenanigans like the Jenga match of today, which resulted in me getting a pie in the face. No, yes, I have showered. Yes, I'm better now. But yes, keep those donations coming so we can get some lovely extra content here and help us meet some more incentives along the way. Again, I'm going to mention the Klingon run. That's $1,281 out of 2,000, so we're well on our way. Keep those donations coming. Back to you, SBD.
Thank you. All right, the gimmick of the stage is that you gotta defeat all hyenas in a room before you can move on. And also it's a maze, but obviously I know where to go. One recurrent technique that I'm using in this stage is a glitch kill, which I used in stage 7 already, Simba's Destiny. So what it is in this game, if you're an adult, you can pounce on enemies, so you can land on them and then just kind of keep swapping them. But there's actually a 4-frame window where you can slash and just kind of cancel that. And what that does is the game still thinks you're pouncing. And if you keep doing certain actions, such as moving around in the screen, you can keep that doing damage remotely, which basically saves time because you can optimize your kills. We're gonna do... This is Scar, by the way. We're gonna do it here as well. A glitch kill just to keep... Ooh. That was... I didn't get the speed that I wanted. That's okay. Just to kill him off screen, because normally when you kill Scar, he plays a bit of an animation and he loses time. But we're gonna use this glitch kill off screen. Okay, that's what I wanted. Cool. Scar has 3 phases. So maybe we're doing a bit of platforming in between. Oh, with a pretty good flow, in my opinion. There's a ridiculous quadruple frame perfect jump to skip the sledge grab. Don't think anybody's done the RTA yet. Alright. Second Scar fight. We're just gonna do a few more glitch kills. There we go, got it. And then we're moving on to the final section. The final Scar fight is going to look a bit different, because he attacks a bit faster, so we can't quite do the same strat. Time is coming up, by the way, when Simba does the input to throw Scar off the cliff. Having a bit of trouble getting the skip. There we go, okay. And here's the final Scar. Do it this way. Then a glitch kill. Wait. Glitch kill, and we're good. There we go. That's the run. Right, that's another pretty cryptic thing about this game, because it never teaches you about the throw move, and to finish the game, you have to throw Scar off the cliff. I guess they wanted to imitate how the movie ends, because yeah, otherwise Scar can't be killed in a normal way. That being said, I guess this run went pretty well, that small death aside. So yeah, pretty fun run. The movement is not too complicated, it's pretty easy to pick up. Skill ceiling is pretty high, so if anybody wants to give that a try, as usual, join the Lion King Speedrunning Discord. We have a few guides on this speedrun.com, and wish you best of luck, as usual. All right, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you continue to enjoy ESA.
Lovely stuff, SBD. Thank you very much for that lovely, lovely, lovely run. Coming up next, we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, any percent with major glitches, and it's going to be a relay between Apollo, Lucha Jim, and Joka. So we're going to head for a quick intermission, and we will be right back with more ESA right after these messages.